like a somber feeling. It was like
dark
a
fantasy type.
Like, yeah, exactly. I wanted to do all the drugs and do all the things that they were talking
So you was a
about.
pill popper.
No, no. But but Drake, I remember Drake always making me cry. Drake
Really?
always made me cry.
You
Yes.
a good girl, you know it.
Like Drake knew how to, and I don't know, because I actually saw recently a video, you know, Michael Jackson's Instagram page is still active.
What?
Yeah, it's still active. And they actually posted a video. Was it the Michael Jackson Instagram? It was a video of Michael Jackson in the studio, and he was talking about how music basically why mainstream pop music is so popular and how it becomes popular. And he was talking about how like there's a certain vibration, a certain beat that gets played, and it enters like the alpha state of your mind, and it goes into like the beta or subconscious state of your mind, and now it's like ingrained in you. And that sounds like spiritual things to me. You know what I mean?
It is, but
because how many times have you had a song stuck in your head?
yeah,
That's the same deal.
I mean, it's just like a lullaby and how SZA song is. I'm not gonna lie, I love the song. You know that song. I might kill my ex. Yep, Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Not the best type.
Man, I had to stop listening to that because, like, I really like the song, but the lyrics are just terrible.
Yes, I'm like killing your ex, and that's
God,
not the
I don't
best.
want to kill my ex. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, we're entering a space where we can no longer tell what's real and what's not, and that's kind of scary. In fact, I kind of want to show what they call AI baddies. They're Instagram baddies, but they're all AI. Like,
are y'all listening to this?
I'm
Are y'all
telling
seeing
you,
this? AI baddies? Are people
don't they
paying
look
for this?
real? Don't they look real? Let's just take a second.
They do. They do.
They have actual videos. Let's click that 6th video with the redhead. That looks appropriate. Oh, it's not. What? You can still click it. That's crazy. Anyway, but yeah. Let me just say that these videos right here. Oh, yeah, you can take that off. Okay. It's okay. Yeah. No, you're fine. But yes, these videos right here, like it used to be where you couldn't tell if a picture was fake. Now you have to understand if a video is fake. Because those videos, I watch those videos of those Instagram baddies, those AI Instagram baddies. They look real, but they're AI generated. That is so scary. And then there are men under these comments, and I'm like, they know this is fake. I actually saw a comment under one of the videos because I was, being nosy. I actually saw a comment under one of the videos, and it was like, y'all know these are fake videos, right?
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Really? And one of the guys, random guy on Instagram, he was like, but I don't care. I'm like, y'all are crazy. Are you serious? We're accepting that things are not real just to satisfy our own fantasies.
Yes, our fantasies, our flesh, it's a detachment. I would call that detachment syndrome because once again, that word pseudo has to come up. Like, it's false things appearing real. I think it was, you know what? I'm gonna say that for later on. I'm gonna say that for later on.
Yeah, I mean, it's all distortion, right? And that's what I'm sad about, because not only are we openly seeing that things are distorted, but we're accepting it. People don't care. Like, for example, like the AI baddies Instagram thing, right? There are men, the reason these things even exist is because there is an audience for them, for these things to exist. Oh, and we can look at the video now too. Let's see. I want y'all to see how real this looks. This is an AI generated woman. This is an AI generated woman right here. Do you see how real this looks?
It does.
Every
you can
hair
kind of
on
see
her
it
head.
just a little bit because we know that it's AI. But
exactly. Because you're looking for those things, right? But say if you came across this video randomly in a vacuum.
Exactly. You probably would have thought like that. Yeah. There was a type of filter that she got on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see if there's any comments on them. Might not be on this one. Might be on the next one. Might be a new. Okay. Oh, see, there's one comment on that one.
Some fella got 2 cherries. Well, you
That's
already know
wild.
what that is.
Of course. And then that one up
So he was
there is so
clapping
sexy.
himself. So yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. Again, they know these are fake, but the thing about it, they don't care because it says it on the Instagram page. These are AI generated baddies. They're not real. Baddies.ai. That's what it is. That's crazy. I just can't. And that's the thing. Like we are so far gone to the point where we are literally generating our partner. We want our partner to be exactly the way we want them to be. We're okay with distortion as long as it benefits us.
Really?
Think about it. Think about if you were I'm just using this as an example. Think about if you are a 40-year-old man living in his mom's basement. You don't really have too many people skills, and you really want companionship. You want a girlfriend, right? Let's say you were a smart dude. You create one. I think there's a 70s movie on it called like The Perfect Girlfriend or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's something like that. Yeah. But these are possibilities now. It went from a picture to a video. This could be physical in the next decade.
I mean, we are seeing like a lot of movies to where you can be able to feel everything that you would feel if you had a partner.
Yes,
like you put on this little suit. Yeah,
the show Upload.
Exactly. You put on this suit, and I
love that show.
Yeah, exactly. As that Upload is like, it's probably a good indication on where things are, going. You put on this suit, you can feel water. You're taking a bath with the person.
Predictive programming, which we'll talk about
exactly
a little bit later. But yeah.
Tune in, stay in.
Exactly. That's the thing, though. It's so scary because, like I said before, the article talking about us lacking social skills. It's easy for us to accept distortion because now it's about satisfying our base desires. Mm-hmm. Okay, if we can just give them all the food they want, all the sex they want, all the potential partners that they want, then they'll be okay and they'll listen to everything we say and they'll give us all their possessions as long as we satisfy those base desires. Because if they don't find deeper fulfillment, they're going to keep wanting us to satisfy these base desires.
Because it's an empty hole.
Yes, it's endless.
Yes,
it's endless. And that's why there's an audience for this. And that's scary to know that where we're headed and to see the comments on the videos. Because there are other videos. I wish I could find the AI Instagram baddies account that had tons of videos of other girls and tons of comments, because it had way more. And none of those guys cared.
So now y'all women finna be competing against, AI women.
The OnlyFans models are.
They ain't finna talk back.
They definitely are.
They finna yes. I could fix you breakfast next hour, or whatever.
Exactly. And like you said, there are a lot of movies on it. And so it's just a question of what agenda is being pushed right now. And then you have people pushing their own individual agendas as well, by taking advantage of the fact that modern media does distort truth and we can manipulate it to our own benefit, right? Considering Jussie Smollett attack, for example, right? I want to show his 2022 sentencing video because we already know it was faked. But he doubled down. This man doubled down in this video. Let me show the video right quick.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this, and I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself, and you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal. Okay.
Button up that jacket. That's right. You gotta to a degree respect the delusion.
Yes, he is a actor, and he definitely
he is an actor. I forgot. Yes, so he's really good.
Not suicidal. If you're gonna, that boy definitely thought about that. You know, Cindy was like, hey, you know, if you're gonna sentence me, but he didn't say, he was like, if you gotta.
That's the thing. Like, it's so crazy. He used the modern media and the average person's tendency to side with victims as a way to push his own agenda, and now he's doubling down on the lies.
Yeah, I don't think y'all even know. I don't know if you all know the background story, but I don't know if I remember it all. But it's like him
Basically,
going to get a sandwich in the middle of the night from Subway,
something like that, and he orchestrated like
in the
a video.
middle of the night in Chicago, and at negative 13 degree weather in Chicago, and you going to Subway out of all places.
Yeah, that's really random. Yeah, is that where he went?
Yeah.
That's where he
And
said he went.
And two
redneck Trump supporting white men came by. I'm like,
come here,
where
boy.
you were? Where you? Wow, you just had all the all the Trump supporters with you that day, huh?
Exactly.
Like what? It's like he was saying like basically they beat him up and they beat him up badly, and he was trying to press charges. He was trying to bring awareness to it. And then the two black guys that played the white redneck Trump supporter
That was embarrassing
people,
for the black
they came
community.
out and said, yeah, that video was fake. He paid us to do that.
I didn't know it was a video.
I think it was no, it wasn't a video. You're right. No, it was a video. I can't remember anymore. It's been so long. It's been like 3 years, right?
Well,
But
like,
he did put out the narrative that he got hurt badly, and this is the story he told. And regardless if it was a video or not, this is what he wanted the media to take from his situation. Found out it was fake, though.
What do you think that he wanted to ultimately get from this? Do you think he was trying to get roles and like, oh yeah, you know what? So we're going to put you in a role that, you know, uplifts black people or something like that.
Let me see if I can articulate it correctly. Like, what he was trying to do was essentially create problems that weren't there by essentially like mirroring the problems that he believes exist.
Okay.
But because it wasn't happening directly to him, and because he has narcissistic tendencies, because you got to be a little bit of a narcissist to do something like this, or to really act in general. Exactly. And so because he has those tendencies and because he put this whole thing together, it kind of brought about, he wanted to bring about the message of basically Black Lives Matter. And he wanted to orchestrate that black men are being killed and things like that. But he did it in a way where he completely lied.
Yeah.
And brought about, he discredited himself and any claims of this type of activity going on by doing this in the first place.
Yeah.
He completely discredited himself. And what he was trying to do was the exact opposite. He was trying to bring more credibility to himself.
That's when you know that you are a prostitute for social media likes and validation, and that you basically sticking out your tongue and like, yes, I need it. You know, I need this validation. I need all of this. You know.
Yes, because even if you notice in the video that we showed, if you notice, he said, and even if I did do this, all I did was, and then he said something about instilling fear in Black Americans. Basically, he's saying he brought awareness to the situation. And I'm like, you brought awareness to nothing because you lied. What are you saying?
We don't see me. I'm a no nonsense person. Everybody knows Black, white, Indian, or whatever, Asian. Like everybody knows that, of course, Black people, Black and or brown people have been marginalized. They've been disenfranchised. They've been a whole bunch of things, you know. And so, like, this not something that we gotta fake and act like it's not real. People who do those things behind the scenes, they know that they do it. Like, the people who it's done to, they know that they do it.
Yeah.
And so, like me, I know I'm not, trying to veer off the conversation, but I never was a proponent or a fan of that Black Lives Matter stuff because I'm like, look, you know,
Me either. You should see
I'm one.
Candace Owens' documentary on that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't
They
agree
did
with
absolutely
everything.
nothing.
Exactly. I don't agree with everything Candace Owens says, but like probably that, like I like people to rip off the Band-Aid and just tell the truth. Like, hey, look, we know where we were as a, you know, country and stuff like that. But like, hey, here is where we are now. Yes, you may still have people that may not think that, prime example, like in the NFL or something, that a lot of black coaches, they wasn't seen as, you know, thinkers, but now you're seeing an influx of black head coaches that's leading a team, a franchise, and also the outlook of this $1 billion, you know, organization or team. And so, yes, we all know what the deal is from the past 100 years about like stuff like that, but once again, I do feel like, I mean, of course, there's no specific way to do this. It's once again people that isn't, I would say, credible, that they are speaking for a whole race or generation or
Yeah.
even culture, and no priors to actually be able to even speak on certain things. Not saying that you gotta have all the knowledge in the world, but man, I truly believe in fruits. The fruit will identify the branch and seed
Yeah.
that it come from. Hey, I just said a whole lot without saying too much.
But no, that's so true though. I mean, at the end of the day, like, what does this do to real victims? It makes us cautious.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with the Carly Russell situation, right?
What about that?
The Carly Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah, she lied.
Who is Carly Russell?
Remember the one that saw the baby on the highway?
Oh, the
left
girl
her
in
car?
Alabama. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I used to
exactly.
live in Alabama.
She left for like 3 days. Family was worried and on the news, and came back, and it was all fake. Like, she lied about the whole thing.
Yeah.
The thing that I respect about her though is that she came out and admitted it. It took a couple days, but I understand why it took a couple days, because she probably, allegedly, she did all that because she was upset with an ex-boyfriend who actually got really popular after this situation. Like, he was on flyers for parties and everything.
I was like, yep, I'm finna benefit from it.
Yeah. She was supposedly upset with him because I think he left her for a stripper or something, and like she was trying to do this to get back at him or something like that. I think she was embarrassed that she did that, and that's why she came out and said, like, this is all a lie. I apologize. I accept the consequences, whatever. And yeah, it took a couple days for her to do that, but I see why.
Yeah, we actually have a comment. Imani said that was so embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I think I got this second-hand embarrassment from that, because I knew without a doubt that all of that was straight BS. I'm like, man, what is this girl thinking? Once again, it has to do with foundation.
Yes.
Who is your allegiance to? Because think about it, she was so wrapped up in this man that doesn't want her, and that was the end of her world. And so a lot of times people don't know how to actually navigate those spaces of, hey, you won't be a part of that person's world anymore. And that in itself just makes you look sad, but just not going to surface level of that is looking at the root cause. A lot of times we look at the symptom. This was a symptom. It's probably not her first time manipulating other people to feel a certain thing. And I'm not going to lie, I know y'all women might give us a little flack for that. But, I mean, for what I'm about to say, but, y'all be lying a lot, to get your way. But, I'm not going to start there,
Everyone lies. We're just going to say that.
Men
Everyone
lie,
does lie.
women lie.
Exactly. We lie differently. We lie differently. Yes, I was wasting prayers on her return. Everybody was. Everybody was. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't pray for the little chicker because I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? If they saw a baby on the side of the road, I was like,
And some redheaded
yeah.
woman snatched her up and she got away. It was a crazy story. Like, it was a crazy story to where you have to like actively remember that story for yourself in order to keep up with the lie, you know?
There's another part to this. Not trying to. Yeah, I'm glad that people praying for her and all of that, but in my opinion, I wouldn't have wasted a prayer on her because all of that stuff was very gullible. If you were like, oh,
It did sound like a lie in the first place.
you know
It
what?
did.
I mean, but you didn't waste a prayer. I will say that is a really good thing. That
Yeah,
you
at
know,
the end of the
that
day, like you
everybody
should
did.
wish for someone's well-being,
yeah.
regardless of what you believe
Exactly.
the situation might be.
Exactly, like
regardless.
me, I'm kind of different because it's like me. I gave that side eye as soon as I heard. I was like Birmingham, and you know I used to drive down that road. I didn't even see squirrels on that road, so I would.
Apparently, is a thing.
You wouldn't even, yeah.
No, that's so true. Make sure you guys fact check your resources, your news sources, images, videos, anything before you share them, because you just never know when it comes to distortion these days. And
Yeah.
these stories that we hear about missing people
Yeah.
or attacks from redneck white people, Trump supporters, like
Fact check us.
fact check
Yeah,
everything.
you know,
Absolutely. Make
I'm
sure
with it.
you
I'm
see
out.
your sources. Yeah,
we're-
absolutely.
We're all down for learning,
Yes, and I reserve the right to change my opinion if I see fit based on new information.
Come on with it.
Absolutely. That's in our disclaimer.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, because people like them use modern media, whether it was intentional or not, to push their lie, now the majority of the world is going to be skeptical of similar stories. And it's all because we don't know what's real anymore. And so, yeah. Any final thoughts on that?
Well, I would just say reading is fundamental. It's something that we really don't really do. And I'm not even just talking about just reading on your phone. Like this is important. I mean, yes, you can read stuff off your phone, but it's something that's more powerful when it's something of substance and a book that you can actually go to, something that you can basically create a what's the word that I'm looking for? You can make this book, your own. There's a certain type of ownership with it that that is definitely in contrast to just having a phone. We're so much attached to this thing that it's definitely crazy because I always think about like my past self and my future self and also my present self. So I always think about, hey, 20 years ago, would I think that this would be weird? Like, prime example, we got Uber. You got a random person that you don't know picking you up and taking you to a place, or, you got a random person coming to going to go buy you groceries and then put it in your house. So it's that, like, a lot of that is programming. A lot of that is media distortion, and also it's sales. Like, for the longest, we may not know that we've been advertised to and marketed to for the longest that you need these certain things. Like, you need validation from social media. You need that button that has a heart or a like, and in the background it is binary numbers and code. And so we have taken this thing that was meant to connect us. Like, I would say Facebook was the grandiose thing, you know, back then, because I'm like, man, this is something really good because it's connecting all of us. I get to talk to family or see family that I don't even know about, blah, blah, blah. And then it shifted to something else. It shifted to more of something that I just thought about. I call it AI, but I call it arrogance and ignorance. You know, that's the type of AI that I'm thinking about, and there is so much to attack with the presence of media and everything. But yeah, that's my little take on it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I like what you said about programming, right? Because what is a program? It's in this context, it's a coded system, a mindset. You know what I mean? It's something that gets implanted into something so it can operate a certain way, right? And so we know that the media distorts, but can it predict? And that's what we're going to talk about right after this.
Like for the algorithm.